Ever wonder what's really bubbling beneath the surface of those celebrity headlines?
Or, yeah, why that TV show finale just landed with such a thud.
Exactly. And what if your favorite song held a secret or two you haven't quite unwrapped yet?
Those are precisely the kind of, well, fascinating questions we're going to explore today.
Absolutely. Welcome to this deep dive. We've taken a magnifying glass to some of the buzziest corners of pop culture.
Uh,
We're talking a celebrity breakup that's playing out like a soap opera, a TV finale that ignited like 1,000 angry tweets.
and a chart-topping song that might just have more to it than meets the ear.
Yeah, we're not just rehashing the gossip here. We're digging for the real story underneath.
Our goal is definitely to look beyond the immediate drama, the surface-level reactions, and try to uncover the deeper currents, maybe some hidden complexities in these moments that capture our attention.
Okay, let's dive headfirst into the celebrity sphere, shall we?
Let's do it.
We're talking about the headline-grabbing split of actor A and actor B. I mean, they seemed inseparable, right? The picture of Hollywood romance.
Totally. And then almost overnight, it's just over.
Yeah.
The initial reports certainly painted a pretty dramatic picture.
Huh?
The narrative centered on a DM scandal involving a famous ex. You know, that kind of classic Hollywood intrigue.
Always gets buzzed, doesn't it?
Always.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Behind the carefully crafted statements, there's apparently a real battle being waged by their PR teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one camp is pushing the narrative of a mature, amicable separation, the standard we wish each other all the best routine. You know the one.
Right, the textbook approach.
Yeah.
While the other camp.
Seems to be actively fueling a more dramatic version, leaking alleged receipts, hinting at a much less friendly parting.
Wow. That kind of stark contrast in the stories being circulated. It often signals something more complex is really going on. And it really highlights this shift in celebrity crisis management now, doesn't it? Where controlling the narrative online, directly engaging with fan perceptions, that's become paramount, sometimes more so than traditional media.
Good point. And speaking of narratives, did you happen to notice their last red carpet appearance together?
I think I saw pictures. Weren't they in matching outfits?
They were, which on the face of it looks like a united front, right?
Yeah, exactly. But reports suggest there was a distinct lack of interaction.
No eye contact, apparently.
Right. And sometimes those subtle visual cues can be incredibly telling. They hint at underlying issues that haven't quite, hit the headlines yet.
But hold on, because here's a twist that might reframe the whole story.
Okay.
Forget the scandalous DMs for a second. Whispers from inside suggest this might actually be more of a business breakup.
A business breakup. What does that even mean in this context?
Well, their joint production company, which they built up quite successfully, is reportedly continuing with its projects, like full steam ahead.
Huh. Okay, that adds a fascinating layer.
Doesn't it?
If their professional partnership is still strong, it suggests the personal split could be driven by strategic considerations.
Like what, maybe?
Well, perhaps aligning with individual career paths or managing their public images in a specific way. It definitely gives you a different perspective on the why behind it all.
It really does. You hear that phrase, love is fake, but Hollywood accounting is forever.
There's maybe a cynical truth to that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time financial and professional realities heavily influence the public story of a celebrity relationship.
It just underscores how intertwined personal and professional lives can become in entertainment. Brand management, business interests, they often play a huge role in shaping what we see.
All right, let's pivot. From celebrity romance gone sideways to another form of storytelling that recently sparked quite a reaction.
Ah, yes, that controversial TV series finale.
The anticipation was huge, everyone was invested, and then the final episode aired, and...
Well, let's just say the reaction wasn't exactly positive. Understatement of the year, maybe.
Right. The disappointment, even anger, it was remarkable.
It really shows how deeply audiences connect with these long-form stories and the expectations they build up over, years sometimes.
Absolutely. And when you delve into the fan forums, the social media reactions, some very specific grievances just keep coming up.
Like what?
Top of the list, a plot hole you could drive a truck through.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, involving a time travel element that completely contradicted rules they'd set up in earlier seasons.
Oof. That's tough. It's a real challenge in serialized storytelling, especially with complex stuff like time travel.
Yeah.
You have to maintain that internal logic, respect the rules you established.
Yep.
Otherwise, the audience feels, got cheated, like their investment didn't matter.
Right. Feels like a betrayal. Then there's the handling, or as many fans see it, the mishandling of a beloved fan favorite character.
Ah, the character arcs. Crucial.
The phrase character assassination keeps popping up. That says a lot about the level of disappointment, doesn't it?
It really does. When audiences form those strong emotional bonds, the characters' journeys and how they end, it carries huge weight. If it feels inconsistent, it just leaves a really bad taste.
Mm. And then, of course, we have the ending itself.
Don't tell me.
The infamous, it was all a dream fake out. I mean, honestly.
Oh, no, not that trope.
Yep.
That's often seen as such a narrative shortcut, isn't it? A way to just undo everything without providing a real conclusion or dealing with the consequences.
It leaves you feeling like the whole journey was pointless.
Exactly.
Ever the seekers of hidden details, our sources did find something potentially overlooked. A tiny glimmer of, well, something interesting amid the negativity.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What is it?
Apparently, the finale's color palette mirrored the color palette of the very first episode.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Right.
It suggests maybe an intention, from the creators to create a sense of circularity, a visual echo of the beginning.
A poetic bookend, perhaps?
Potentially. It's quite striking to think they might have aimed for that. However, as our sources pointed out, the execution of the actual story clearly overshadowed any subtle artistic touch like that.
So it just didn't land with the audience.
Ultimately, no. A well-intentioned idea, maybe, but lost in the noise of the other problems.
Okay, let's cleanse our narrative palette. Something a little different. Music.
Good idea.
We're going to delve into the latest hit song from a really compelling artist. On the surface, it's undeniably catchy, huge on TikTok, everywhere.
Right, you hear it constantly.
But our sources suggest there's a surprising amount of depth just beneath that surface.
That's often the case, isn't it? While a song's immediate appeal is the hook, some artists consciously layer their work with more meaning, more complexity.
And this track seems like a prime example.
So what are the details?
Okay, specifics. Our sources point to a distinct tempo change. Happens around the 2-minute, 17-second mark.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, it's not just arbitrary. It directly correlates with a significant emotional shift happening in the lyrics right at that moment.
Ah, okay. That kind of deliberate sync between music and lyrics,
Yeah.
that shows a sophisticated level of artistry, doesn't it?
Definitely.
It amplifies the emotional impact, creates a richer listening experience.
And get this, there are supposedly backwards background vocals hidden in the track.
Backwards vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you actually reverse them, they allegedly reveal a hidden message.
Wow. Okay, the technique of backwards masking. It has this long, intriguing history in music, right? Sparks all sorts of speculation.
Subliminal messages, hidden meanings.
Exactly, whether it's intentional or just our brains hearing patterns. These kinds of sonic Easter eggs definitely add to a song's mystique. They make you want to listen deeper.
Totally. But the real hidden gem here, maybe, is the sample used.
Oh, what is it?
It's apparently a riff lifted from a rather obscure 1993 Japanese jazz record. Get out! From 1993, Japanese jazz.
Yeah, I mean, how many people would even recognize that?
Very few, I'd imagine. Sourcing a sample like that,
Yeah.
it shows a real depth of musical knowledge.
Yeah.
And a desire to create something unique, multi-layered.
Goes way beyond just borrowing familiar sounds.
It has this fascinating element of cultural and historical context, too.
It all starts to paint a bigger picture, doesn't it? Our sources are even drawing comparisons between this artist's whole album and, like, a truly landmark release.
Which one?
Think, okay, computer level. They're calling this album a dystopian pop manifesto disguised as a TikTok trend.
Whoa. That's quite a statement. A dystopian pop manifesto.
I know, right?
It suggests the artist is using this really accessible platform, pop music, to explore complex, maybe even unsettling themes about society, the future.
But doing it in a way that's still catchy and engaging for tons of people.
It's a testament really to the power of pop music.
Okay.
It can be both commercially huge and artistically significant.
So as we bring this deep dive to a close, it definitely leaves you with some food for thought.
For sure.
Was that celebrity breakup genuine heartbreak playing out publicly, or was it more of a calculated PR move?
And that TV finale, does it deserve a rethink, a revised ending to maybe win back some fans?
And maybe most intriguingly, what about your own experiences? Have you ever found hidden messages or deeper meanings in music?
Yeah, what unexpected connections or even like outlandish theories have you cooked up about the pop culture you consume? We all do it, right?
We do. It truly does make you wonder, Just like those reversed vocals, maybe there are always untold stories, hidden intentions.
Layers of meaning just waiting to be discovered beneath the surface.
Exactly, waiting just beneath the surface of the pop culture that surrounds us every day. You just have to listen a little